Greek podcast. Do not forget a couple things. It is Father's Day in a couple weeks. That's very important. We got Ryan here, the man who can do it all. Will he have Super Bowl tickets? He tells a different story than I tell. Because first of all, he calls me and says, can you get Super Bowl tickets? I said, yes, we got to do it. And he goes, Greek's pushing me every day. I'm not pushing him every day. I just know he's going to call me like January 29th, 8 o'clock in the morning. Hey, it'll go, can you give me Super Bowl tickets?
But I'm in a pickle. I need a new car, so I'm going to go to Bremen and buy a car. And I don't know if I should buy like tickets to the game, which I can only enjoy for 5 or 6 hours, or do I get myself a new car at Bremen BMW?
Bremen BMW, don't forget, Bremen Motor Cars, Jupiter West Palm. That's who we're sponsored by every week. When you get a new car, it should be a great experience. I guarantee you'll have a great experience there. And of course, New York Prime. This is the place to be all the time, every day of the year, 365 days a year. Father's Day coming up. Wouldn't it be great to give your dad a gift card here or bring your dad?
Or BMW.
Yeah, or a BMW. This guy. I went to his graduation party last week. It was nice enough to, invite me for his daughter, which was very nice. I got there. It was very weird. And they were like, you're parking cars, you're late. And I'm like, why am I parking cars?
Take off that.
Yeah. It was funny. Everybody got like shrimp, and I got like pretzels. The whole day was very weird. Clean up the pool. Everybody's in the pool. I'm picking up the raft. I mean, congratulations, your daughter graduated.
Thank you very much.
Are you very excited?
I'm very excited. And Gigi, my little daughter, graduated yesterday.
Oh wow!
Yeah, she graduated 5th grade.
Wow!
It was a production. When I tell you production,
wow!
I'm like they
5th
call
grade.
it a moving up ceremony.
Yeah.
So I found out yesterday. This is a true story.
Moving up.
I found out yesterday that my daughter was the president of the class.
Oh wow!
And she got up in front of 1,000 people.
Are you serious?
And made a speech.
God bless her. She gets that from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I can see that because she's a mover and shaker.
So I said to my wife, I go, why didn't you tell me? She's like, so she says to me, she says, you would have rewritten her speech and I wanted it to be hers.
Oh, that's
I go,
nice.
so you didn't tell me that my daughter was making a speech in front of the class because you didn't want me to micromanage the kid.
Yeah. By the way, Ryan, big shrimp at his graduation party. I didn't know, but I heard that there was big shrimp there. So many people. It was one of those parties you walked in. I felt like I was in L.A., like at a party in Holly Hills. Nobody said anything to you. You just walked in and out. There was so much going on. You didn't know if you were there to work. I'm serious. And not meaning bad. You knew somebody. You didn't know somebody. You were there. I looked for him. I was like, when you were a little kid looking for your dad. Like, where's Ryan? Where's Ryan? Everybody pointed outside. And he wasn't even outside. They were just pointing me outside. So you had a funny story. Like, get in and get out. Love that development, though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you. That was it was actually a great party. There was a whole bunch of kids. There was 60, 70 kids that were hanging out with my daughter and stuff. And then but I didn't invite a lot of people. I mean, you saw who I invited. My business partners.
Oh yeah, you were privileged if you went.
No, you're in the top 30 to 40 for sure.
I was impressed. I was. Felt it was a weird night. He used a different entrance.
It was weird. One of my liquor suppliers who obviously wasn't invited to the party, but he saw on Facebook that that we obviously posted about my sister, my daughter's graduation. Long story short, I was down in Miami last week, and he brings me a bag
for your daughter.
No, he brings me a bag, and this is a liquor supply. I don't want to say that, right? He brings me a bag of 2 bottles.
Yeah.
And I go, "What's this for?" He goes, "It's for your daughter's graduation." I go,
that's nice.
She's 18.
Yeah.
I'm like, "She's 18, bro."
So you take it.
He's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'll give it to her," but
yeah. It's really for you.
It was kind of weird.
So what's the craziest story you ever
All right. So it wasn't really a story as much as like I have this thing, right? So I used to tell my wife all the time that if you're somewhere where no one knows you, then whatever you're doing never happened.
Okay.
Right? So if we're in Minnesota at the Mall of America and I want to take my shirt off and run around and whatever disgusting thing you want to do, if you're somewhere where no one knows you, then it truly never happened, except for social media.
Which is brutal.
Tones that down a little bit.
Yeah.
But trust me, people, when you're sitting in your vehicle in traffic or at a stoplight, don't do things that you wouldn't do normally in public places, because you're in a public place. I'm driving back from Miami.
I hope this isn't a bad story.
It's not a bad story. It's a crazy story that I'm sitting in traffic and it's stopped traffic. And we're all frustrated, right? So everyone's on their phone, everyone's doing whatever they're doing, and it's stopped. Like I had my car in park and I had to turn the eco thing off so the air conditioning would stay on, put the windows down, smoke a cigar. Like it was stop traffic.
Oh God.
The person next to me changed her clothing
in the car.
I've
seen girls do
Not just that. It's one, all right, so it looks like a bathing suit, maybe whatever. Changed her clothing, but there are 8 people in other cars. Like, really? And then she proceeds to put on deodorant.
Yeah.
Right. So now she's changing her clothes. She's putting on deodorant.
Yeah.
And while she's putting on deodorant, she snuck one in.
Oh God.
And I'm like, is this happening? So people, when you're in your car,
Yeah.
like, so what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen someone do? You know, that's appropriate for this forum.
Well, I could camouflage it. I was in Miami one time off Ocean Drive, and there was a girl and a guy next to a car, and the next thing I know, I didn't see her, and I saw him, and the next light, she looked up at me, smiled, and she goes, "You're next." I thought that was crazy.
Right. And she pulled out the toenail paint and said, "What color do you want?"
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's crazy. No, I mean, I think people do a lot of crazy stuff. Actually, you see people, doing sexual things. Like next to people where you see a girl on top of a guy driving, that's crazy. I saw that one time going to a Heat game in a Crossway.
When's the last time you saw a fire drill? Remember that when we were in college?
Yeah,
Everybody gets out and runs
today
around
you
and
get
gets
picked
picked
off. Today you get shot. You get out of your car. Forget it. You get tasered. Get back in your car.
Get back in your car.
Yeah, I mean, it's bizarre.
But people, listen. I mean, and again, like, it wasn't like I took a video and I couldn't. I mean, this was a 5-minute ordeal, and it just kept getting weirder.
Yeah.
That's one thing to change a shirt. 'Cause, I mean, again, everything underneath clothing looks like a bathing suit.
I've changed my pants in a car.
Oh, I've changed my pants a bunch of times. Listen,
Not driving.
by the way,
Yeah.
I drove from North Carolina
Yeah.
to my house, and never stopped.
Yeah.
Like, you got a milk jug and do what you got to do. I mean,
Yeah.
it's I get it, but people are looking in each other's
especially
cars
girls more so.
with cell phone cameras.
Yeah,
Like,
and if your
everyone's
car's
on their
that
phone.
was the windows tinted?
No, the windows were totally. I mean, it was totally clear. It was 6:15 at night. That's why the traffic was ridiculous.
Wow.
And it was and it wasn't even that good of a show. I was just like, is this really happening? Anyway, so the Jets are going to go.
No, it's crazy. No, I mean, when you're out in public, some of the things I see
Yeah.
a lot of times, like if I'm in restaurants, not so much restaurant, but pool, sometimes girls and guys, I think that could be a little inappropriate. I was never that guy. I don't care what age you are. I think there's a time and a place. Like you see a lot of times at hotels, say Fontainebleau or whatever, people in these bungalows or stuff. We were one time at the Wynn, and there was a couple right next to us, like a cabana. I mean, it was obvious. And to me, that's like scumbering.
And
Like, get a room.
You have a room.
You got a room.
Go to it. You probably have
just
2
come
rooms.
on. No, but it is. I mean, it's just like, they're right. If you've ever been cabanas, we all have, they're right there.
Right there.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Like, you can hear everything, see everything.
But I think people are also, a lot of times people are just kind of oblivious to their surroundings. I have an employee of mine, and we're at a trade show, and we're, all right, so there's like, and our booth was right next to the buffet food, so we did that so people would see. All right, we're at a trade show, and we're representing our product, and he has one of those, like, toothpick things with the dental floss built in. And he's like, and we're talking to potential clients, and he's like, yeah. I'm like yanked the back of his jacket. I go,
Some people
what
don't
are
get
you
it.
doing? I'm like, bro.
First of all, you're a brand all the time. You're always on.
Right. Excuse yourself from the area and go, take care of yourself.
Well, I think that's the one thing with social media today. People don't realize, and it hurts a lot of people with jobs, business. They see if you're spanked up, you know what I mean, or drunk, or act and behave different way.
Everything is
and somebody loves to send something to somebody.
Right.
There's people, 2 clients are maybe out or trying to get an account, and somebody says something to somebody else. Hey, is this your guy or you're your girl?
I showed you that I made it onto America's Funniest Home Videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine posted that.
Yeah.
Now, I don't care. I think it's funny, but he didn't ask me.
Yeah, and again, you're an independent. You own your own businesses, but say you work for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the same thing.
Right,
I mean,
right.
you're
He
real
represents.
estate, different things like that. No matter where it is, where people have to trust you, you have to be careful. And there's nothing you could do today.
If you represent a brand, and even if you don't, you represent yourself.
Yep.
Have self-respect, have some class, have some dignity, and set an example for everyone around you.
The only thing I haven't seen yet, and I know it's somewhat allowed but not allowed, is I haven't seen behavior in casinos come off yet. Now, are they not allowed? I know cameras aren't. Your phones are, but I haven't seen like somebody.
I think people really know that taking video and photos inside of a casino is not acceptable.
But I know, but
So,
you would see some brutal
By the
things.
way, great idea. Tune into www.ryanandgreasefunnycasinostuff.com and
No, I'm serious. You
Greek
never
and
see
Ryan.
it. You never see it.
No, it's
you never
true.
see anybody
It's
playing
true.
blackjack,
You
roulette.
don't.
You know what I mean? But I'm
don't.
saying you would see some stuff there. I mean, where you would
Absolutely.
see some people lose, not happy. We both have sat next to people. I've never done anything. I've been mad, but never anything like, thrown anything.
Funniest thing I ever saw in a casino,
Cards.
and then we got to go to break, I know it. Funniest thing I ever saw in a casino, my father
Yeah, God bless.
accidentally, right, God bless, my father threw the dice off the table a couple of times.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it on purpose.
No,
Like,
just-
it bounced,
yeah,
right?
that's different.
So the croupier says to my dad, keep the dice on the table. And my dad, if you guys know my dad, right? My dad, goes like this. He goes, you mean like this? And launched.
Yeah.
When I tell you launched,
Yeah.
as hard as he could throw dice across the El San Juan Casino.
El San Juan, in Puerto Rico.
It was like 300 feet away. It was from deep center field to home plate.
I was there one week and I felt like I wasn't going to get home. I've sat next to people in sports books flip out. Blackjack, flip out. And I'm saying they got money, roulette. I mean, slam the hand and everybody looks around. There goes the book.
It should be a fun experience.
Yeah.
All right, we're way over. All right. So,
It's the
do
Great
thing.
Podcast. Ryan, your boy. We got Alex behind you. Don't forget WZZR, Real Radio. Rove in the Morning, The Penthouse, Johnny St. Francis, and that other guy, unfortunately. Love Doctors. Before you know it, we're going to talk about this NFL season. 97 days away. What? We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Braman cares by supporting our community, gifting 2 BMWs to the Teacher and Employee of the Year once again. Yes, Braman cares.
Enjoy exceptional BMW offers during our Spring is in Full Swing sales event at Braman BMW, West Palm Beach and Jupiter. BramanBMW.com.
Braman cares in supporting our community and donating 2,800 meals this month to Feeding South Florida. Yes, Braman cares.
Enjoy exceptional offers of up to $3,000 during our Spring is in Full Swing sales event. BramanMini.com, West Palm Beach.
It is a great podcast. Don't forget, we're always sponsored by Braman BMW. That's right, Braman Motor Cars, Jupiter and West Palm Beach. He's got me saying that now because the BMW's in my head. But Braman Motor Cars for all cars, whatever you want. Bentleys, Rolls Royce, they got it all. Next experience should be with BMW. With Braman and their BMWs, one of the great cars they have in their line. Don't forget, we're at New York Prime. Always a great spot to be here for any occasion. First date, last date, divorce. If it's a bad time, this is a place to go. There's a couple I sat next to last week, and they were celebrating their 15th wedding anniversary. So I said to my girl, who turned out to be my wife, who's now my roommate, I said, do you think 15 years? She goes, Greek, I don't know if we're going to make 2. I'm like, 2? How do you say that to somebody? I mean, what the hell's going on? And, of course, the NFL's back in 98 days. Our food, we're ready.
Shrimps.
Again, you get the best service here and the best food.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. You
this.
figured it
Wow.
out.
Oh, my God.
You
Nick
literally-
Woods, our buddy.
Nick is the man. Where is Nick?
It's probably in the
Oh,
back.
there's more. But wait, there's more.
Oh, my God.
Look at what's going on over here.
This is there's
Oh,
more.
we got a little lump crab meat.
Oh, my God.
What
this
a
is
spread. What's your
awesome.
name?
Who lives better than us?
Ashley. This is Ashley. Come see Ashley at New York Prime.
Say hi to Ashley.
White glove service. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, those are rubber
That's
gloves.
awesome.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, that's awesome.
Thanks, Ash.
I'm coming back tomorrow. So the NFL's back
So
in
the
98
NFL back in
days.
97 days.
And do you still feel good about your jet bet?
I love my jet bet. Dish. Look, time will tell. I mean, we've beat this horse. The Jets will always figure out a way
You screw up.
to screw up. It's what, and you know what? Other than the Pats, I mean, the whole AFC East has figured out ways to screw up.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
The Dolphins.
Buffalo has screwed things up. The Dolphins have screwed things up.
Yep.
By the way, 2 nights ago, late night, I got home very, very late from Miami. Turned on the TV just to relax.
Yeah.
And it was the It was the.
I watched
it.
it.
Right.
I tried to bet it.
A Bledsoe. Dude, it was great.
It was a Monday night.
Marino Bledsoe. I was like, oh my God,
39-35.
what an amazing, right. Right, Marino throws the interception off the tip right off. Oh,
And the week before was the Jets
great.
against the Dolphins from 2000.
From 2000.
When Jumbo Elliott caught the touchdown. Tried to bet that game too. Couldn't get it in.
How bad of a player, like an absolute machine. You forget how much talent Miami had back then. Brian Cox was a beast.
Oh yeah, they are.
I mean, he made incredible Singletary style plays.
Oh yeah, they were great.
Right?
And
They
Marino.
really were good. And Marino was great.
forget.
Like,
You forget everybody.
They're so bad now. And I watched that game and I was like, this is football.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was Bledsoe against Marino.
Oh,
it was
and shots.
great.
Like there was no flags, no.
Shots. They were taking each other's heads off.
And that wasn't even a bad. I mean, that was the 90s. Go back
was
in the
94, wasn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah, 90s, 94.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Go
Yeah,
back
you
in
go
the,
back into
like
the
80s,
80s,
70s, 60s.
yeah.
I mean, we saw Bart Starr this week. He passed away for the Packers. They were
Yeah.
showing highlights of them. I mean, stuff like that happened where everything just went. Our New England Patriot bet's definitely going to lose. I just, I got screwed on that.
I'll tell you the other half.
No, don't worry about it. It's all right. I took it. I took it later. My buddy's like, why would you bet against the Patriots under 11? I said, because it's Ryan. And I'm like, I have that disease where I'm afraid to miss out. Well, first of all, I can't say no to him.
Right.
I have that also. Like he says, he can talk me into basically anything. I'm surprised I'm not a busboy this place.
You're like, what if he's right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to miss out. That's why I like
Right.
when people call me for
What if
bets.
he's right?
Because I'm like, all right, well, I'll take it. So he says, let's bet the Patriots under 11. No way is that happening. They're going to go over. If we push, we'll be lucky.
10-6.
They're 10-6?
10-6.
I've seen 5 experts that I respect say that the Patriots have the
You're like
easiest
14
schedule.
and 2.
Easiest schedule in the NFL, bar none.
Right.
Easiest schedule.
Right. They play Mount St. Mary's,
Oh, yeah.
Yeshiva.
Jupiter High. I mean, Boca
River.
Raton. So what happened with your boy this week? And we just call him your boy just out of curiosity what goes on. Now, are we ever going to stop hearing about Trump getting impeached? Or is that going to go on for 2 years?
You know, it's the problem is that it's the same. It's not even the same. Forget about the fact that it's the same subject matter in the news.
Yeah.
It's the same words. There's no new words. Like, they cut in this morning on CNBC. I was driving to work. CNBC is like, we're going to take, breaking news.
Yeah.
President speaks from the White House lawn. He's about to get on the helicopter to go do the Air Force, commencement speech.
Yeah, today.
He was very, very proud of, and he was great talking about that. And then one of the reporters asked him about,
What's going on?
right. And it's the same thing. Oh, it's the same words. He could just hit but it's not his fault. I mean, it's all they want to ask about. It is his fault, but it's their fault as well.
2 in the morning, your phone rings.
It's the same thing over and over again.
Would you rather Nancy Pelosi or Brad Pitt?
I would sleep with Brad Pitt before I sleep with Nancy Pelosi.
Would you rather Nancy Pelosi or Brad Pitt? Even Alex liked that one. Because when Alex laughs, you know it's strong.
One time in college, and you're that guy for life. Yeah, never, ever.
Brad Pitt?
God, Brad Pitt.
That's why I love this guy.
Brad
He's
Pitt.
honest.
I'm honest.
Brad Pitt or
Right, I mean, oh my God.
Nancy Pelosi or Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart. Nancy Pelosi or Alex? Al, you are one debonair MF, bro.
There it is. So you don't think it'll ever end?
Buddy, no, it'll never end. It's never going to end. It's never going to end.
I saw a movie last night, and it was very unique. It was about the gentleman who came over to our country years ago, him and his brother, and they were the ones involved with all the stuff for health and fitness and making all products. And they're also the guy who found Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Uh-huh.
And my God, everyone knows the story, but Arnold, like they saw pictures of Arnold, but this guy went out to like Australia, and Arnold's like in a gym, like in a small garage. Like,
Right.
It's amazing what he has done.
Wrestling a bear.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
no, really. I mean, like, guy couldn't speak English, becomes Mr. Olympia. I found the story of how they come up with that name. The guy was drinking a beer, Olympia. He goes, let's call it Olympia. But
Right.
Arnold, I mean, just like it was like a garage. They
Right.
this way it's portrayed. I'm sure it's pretty true. This guy
Right, pretty
Wiener or
accurate.
Weiner, whatever it was, he was the one behind all the muscle magazines. But finding Arnold, and he always said to Arnold, you could be in movies one day.
Joe
Joe
Weeder.
Weeder, yeah,
Weeder. Joe Weeder.
Yeah. And the guy, that's the one.
Sure.
And him and his brother. And,
I was like, Saul Weiner? No, it was Joe Weider.
and just tell a story,
Right.
but it's just an amazing story of Arnold. Like, he couldn't even speak English.
Yeah.
Came over here. I know he was, muscles and everything looked great, Mr. Olympia.
Right.
But just what he did.
It's the American dream.
I know, that's
this
my
is a
point.
guy who is right, like you said. This is a guy who went from being from lifting rocks
Yeah.
in a third world
Yeah.
garage.
And it
to
comes over- and governor.
running a state whose GDP is larger than 92% of the world.
Yeah,
Right?
and again,
Governor of California.
highest paid actor in Hollywood at his time.
Right.
I mean, and then he becomes governor. I mean, you want to feel bad about yourself? Because I did. I'm like, what a loser!
I bought a new vacuum last week.
I almost jumped
Right.
in my deck into my boat with a cinder block. What a waste of talent! Oh my God, Bronxdale 101. I mean, guy couldn't even speak English.
Right.
Couldn't even speak it. Yeah, I know he's a musclehead and this and he was in Hollywood, right place, right time. But that guy, again, so ahead of his time and what he went through, being Jewish, him and his brother. It was a really nice, great story.
Nice story.
But I'm just saying, Arnold, though, is what part of it. And when you find him, watching a movie like he was talking to Jack Mullane, who's to be a big fitness guy. Again, this is stuff in the 60s. But to see Arnold, this is 1970.
Right.
It's not that long ago. It is
Yeah.
in a way, and it isn't. But I'm
50
saying,
years, but yeah.
But I'm saying, in 10 years to become, in Hollywood and do it, it's similar to The Rock, but The Rock was different because he was born here.
Right.
He was a wrestler.
Right.
I mean,
He had a TV-based, media-based,
something.
character-based
And he played
career.
football like people knew.
Yeah, and he played ball, played the U. I mean, no, he was a serious athlete. But yeah, no. you're
Arnold,
right.
I mean, he couldn't
To
speak
find this guy-
English.
Yeah.
I mean, they were showing him, even it's little things like coming over here, couldn't even get a car. I mean, unbelievable
There's
story.
been a bunch of players in the NBA though that were found in
the Greek.
exactly, the Greek, right?
Oh,
He
yeah,
was-
Cyprus, Greece.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Right,
he's
the guy was throwing cassava melons into baskets across the street.
Yeah.
And someone's like, "Oh, you're 7'3", you can do that?" Come
Well,
on.
that goes to the thing of, and the same thing with this guy. He had somebody who was a scout,
Right.
saw pictures of Arnold,
Right.
went out, jumped on a plane,
Found him.
To me, those are unbelievable stories. I mean,
Right,
again,
right.
for inspiration, whatever you want to do in life, again, well, the one story you see all the time is true with everybody, and this is why I never went there, is that hunger. That, oh my God, my dad always told me that. He goes, you don't have that fifth gear because the way you were raised. He goes, it's just
Right.
life.
You're
You're
always-
hungry, you want to do well. He goes, but they have it. And even like he said when he knew years ago with Madonna, every day used to come to the station, play my thing, we don't have that in us.
High intensity, high energy.
And
Won't
also-
take no for an answer.
That's right, but low is a low.
Right.
I mean,
and yeah, because if you're at the bottom, you got nowhere to go but up.
that's right. But I'm just saying that's what the story was too
Yeah.
about Arnold.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah, I'll forget you.
Come on, I came from Route 46 in Jersey, 5 people in a one-bedroom apartment, wondering where my next meal was going to come from. I had to steal a bite to go and steal meals. And now look at me, I'm eating shrimp in New York Prime, hanging out with the Greek.
I mean, come
I'm
on.
the best-looking cameraman on earth.
I mean, what are you gonna
I'm
do?
blessed.
You
I
gotta
got
love
my-
his shades.
I got 2 daughters that graduated. I got a guy who gave her a nice gift. Another guy gave her bottles of champagne.
I need that gift back.
Tomatoes.
No, but to me it was just an unbelievable story. Everybody knows the story, but it just again, this guy couldn't even speak English. There's a huge
Do you
thing.
feel like because of the political atmosphere that we're in, that people have kind of forgotten about the fact that this is still America and the American dream is alive and well? Do you feel like people are disconnected from that sense of pride?
Well, I think years ago, I think the country was looked at in a different light. Like, oh my God, I gotta go there. Where I think now people say it's a great country, but there's also great countries. I think years ago people were like,
I think
oh my
we're
God.
still the I got to go there country.
No, to me, I mean, I would never leave.
No, I mean, I think statistically
Yeah.
it's provable that
Yeah.
the United States is the I gotta go there country, but as Americans who are already here and we live in this media circus, I mean, and I hate to but I hate to quote the goofy phrase, the media circus.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Oh, of
it's
course.
ridiculous.
Oh, fake news, all
Fake. Every news is fake. I
Yeah.
mean, the only real news is right here.
That's it.
That's us.
The sports media, they make up
That's
stuff
it.
every day. Every day. LeBron, this story, that,
Right.
Magic Johnson. I mean, there's so many crazy things. But I was taken back. It was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I ended up watching this movie. I was outside watching. And it was called Bigger, but I just started watching. That was the name of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And again, just watch it, but just seeing a story about Arnold, my God, this is a guy, to me, it took me wow.
the American dream.
Yeah, he couldn't speak English. I mean, it's not like he came over, and again, his look's totally different too.
Yeah.
He was nothing like he looks today.
He looked like Fabio, the guy with the long hair.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a good-looking guy. I mean, look, he's old. How old is Arnold?
He's got 80.
78. Yeah, I mean, he's close to 80. I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
80.
yeah.
Is he 80?
He's got
I saw a
78.
thing. It was on the news the other day. Some guy drop kicked him. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And he brushed it off like
Yeah.
he was a fly.
Yeah, the only thing with Arnold, obviously, at the end, the whole thing with his wife.
Look, I mean, who knows why people do what they do?
No, I
mean, come
know,
on.
but that's the only bad blemish.
But here's the silver lining on the gray cloud. It proves that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Because when you give up Maria Shriver for that,
I think it was convenient.
The maid.
Yeah, it was just
Right.
it was a convenient. You didn't want
Right.
to go out.
Right.
I'll be back.
Right. Out of these two people, who's
He was downstairs because I'll be back.
honey, where you going? I'll be back.
I'll be back. You're in the house. You figure you can't be doing anything
That's it.
wrong. It is the Greek, and it's Ryan. Again, the Greek podcast.
This
Always
one's
got
about
into stuff. It's just like my life. Absolutely not. You want to get depressed, watch somebody really successful, like I did last night, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I said to myself, what a waste of talent I was. I realized that. And that's knowing the truth. You got to be honest. I know I'm a waste of talent. My buddy here, he's not. Accomplishes big things every day. Me, Titanic City.
God.
It is the Greek podcast, sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars. Your next new car should be there. Anything you want, they got. Bentley, Rolls, baller status, and of course, New York Prime. We'll be back next week, and we'll tell you how to make yourself feel good again, because it's all about building you up and taking you down. In the Greek podcast. Peace!
We have over 100 Porsches out of the sun and rain in our 6-story parking garage.
So it's easy to find your dream car at Porsche West Palm Beach.
Porsche West Palm Beach, the #1 Porsche certified pre-owned center with the largest selection in Florida. Visit BraemanPorsche.com.
It's easy to find your dream car at Porsche West Palm Beach.
We have over 100 Porsches out of the sun and rain in our 6-story parking garage.
Porsche West Palm Beach, the #1 Porsche certified pre-owned center with the largest selection in Florida. Visit BraemanPorsche.com.